was built in 1881. That means it's 140 years old. Follow me. Now my mummy is going to explain more. Hope you enjoy it.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Holy Trinity Wealdstone. I'm happy to give you a tour today. My name is Antonella, and I'm the children and family worker here. Holy Trinity Wealdstone is an Anglican church. Now, a church is a place where Christians gather to pray and to worship and to learn more about God. So I'm going to give you a virtual tour of the church today, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, the main part of the church, which is sometimes called the nave, is where everyone meets for prayer, worship, and teaching from the Bible. I will explain in a minute what the Bible is, but first of all, I want to show you the ceiling of the church. It's clerestory, which means that the roof has two levels. One, a clear story above the first. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? It's also very, very high. Now, I promised to explain what the Bible is. The Bible is the Christian holy book. It contains many stories about people who lived thousands of years ago and how they learned about God, and many important teachings about how to be a good Christian and how to be a good person too. Now, a very important object in a church is the cross. And you can notice crosses on the rooftops of some churches. The cross is one of the most significant symbols of Christian faith. During Jesus' time, people who did very bad things were hung on the cross to die. Now, the leaders of those times, the Romans whose army controlled the country, did that to Jesus as well, despite the fact that he had done nothing wrong. Jesus was perfect in everything he did, and he loved people so very much. So the cross is very important for Christians because it reminds us of God's love for us. A feature that you can notice from the outside of the church as well are the stained glass windows. They show images of Jesus or other important people that Christians call saints. Our church has 7 such windows. They were made by white friar glass. Another object that you would find in many churches is the organ. There it is. Pretty impressive, isn't it? You can see the pipes up there. When played, it makes a very solemn sound. Something like this. This table at the front part of the church is called the altar. The altar can be in an enclosed space at the east end of many churches. Ours is open, and it is at the south side. The vicar or pastor or priest, these are all different names for a church leader, leads the service from this section of the church. Surrounding it, you can see something that looks like a wooden fence. Can you notice it? It's called the communion rail. people go and kneel in front of it to have communion. This is a very important part of the service because that's when people receive bread or wafers and wine as a commemoration or remembrance of Jesus' death on the cross. Now, all churches have a baptismal font, and here is ours. They vary in sizes, from little ones, like the one you can see here in front, to big ones that look like a small pool. Baptism is a special service or event where new Christians of any age are welcomed into the church family and are dedicated to God. Almost all churches have candles, and we have one right here that is lit. You can see it flickering and burning. Candles remind Christians about the light of God, and they remind Christians that God is the light of the world. Lastly, the church has a bell in a bell coat, which you can see on the roof outside, and I have a picture here for you to see. The bell is big, and it makes a loud enough sound for everyone in the area to hear. It used to be rung every time there was a service at church, but that doesn't happen anymore. It sounded a bit like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little virtual tour of our church. So have a lovely day and take care. Bye.